Hi besties, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna start a challenge because I just need to do something about my screen time. It is getting out of hand, so let's do something about it. Today is Monday, March 31st, so today's gonna be like the first day. And you guys, like seriously, only yesterday I think I spent like 4 hours scrolling on TikTok. So we have to do something about that. I tried to look at my screen time on my phone and I don't know why it just like it got wiped away. Like I have no idea how many hours I spend on like social media in general, but like I have seen it before and it goes up to like 5 to 6 to 7 hours. I am gonna start tracking my screen time with my phone because obviously I am gonna like use social media to post and all that stuff, but I don't want to like spend hours on hours scrolling. So that is like my number one goal. Basically, my challenge or the challenge that I'm gonna do is every time I have the urge throughout the day to pick up my like phone and scroll on social media, I'm gonna take my Kindle and I'm gonna read instead. So that's what we're gonna do. That's basically gonna be my challenge, and I'm gonna see if that makes a huge difference with my screen time. The only moment I'm gonna give myself the like flexibility and I'm gonna give myself permission to scroll on social media is at night, because at night I get really tired, like my eyes get really tired. So I know myself, I'm probably not gonna read at night because I'm literally just gonna like fall asleep and I just like don't want to use my brain. So that's the only time, and when I say at night, it's like before I'm going to bed. So I'm very excited because we're gonna start this challenge with a book that I'm just so excited about, and I have a lot of like high hopes for it. So we're gonna start reading Quicksilver by Callie Hart. I have heard amazing things about this book and I'm just really into like the fantasy and the sci-fi and the thriller and the mysteries and all that stuff right now. So I am gonna start with this one. This is also on my April TBR, so we can get that out of the way. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. Right now I have a class, so I need to get ready. I need to go to class and I need to get back. But when I get back, or maybe if I have time before class, I am gonna start the book. But yeah, so I hope you guys like the video. Make sure to subscribe down below and turn on the notification bell so you get notified when I upload more videos. And let's get started with reading the first book. Okay, I finished my class, I finished working, so let's go ahead and read. I think I've been on my phone for like an hour, but that is counting like my messages and my Photos app. So it hasn't been that bad. I think like I have around 15 minutes in both, well, in total with Instagram and TikTok. So it's 3:25 p.m. right now, so it's not that bad. So let's go ahead and get started with this book. I literally only read the first page because when I got to class I did have like a few minutes to read, but honestly like with the people talking and laughing and just I can't concentrate. It does not work. So I think I'm just gonna have to read like alone or in a quieter place. So I'm so excited to read this book. Another thing, I did not realize this book was so long. It's 600 pages. So let's see how long that takes me. Been reading for almost an hour, got to page 47. So I'm sensing a Throne of Glass type of vibe and also a Dune type of vibe. I don't know why. Obviously, probably because of the desert. So, okay, wait. So this book is set in like, I don't even know how to explain it yet because I'm kind of like getting into that world building. So we have the main character, which is this girl, this 24-year-old girl who basically lives in like the worst part of the city, and their problem is that they don't have enough water. They are severely not only dehydrated because they like the rations of water are so like small for the entire people that live in this part of the city, but they are like secluded. They are secluded from every other part of the city. They're basically like the peasants, the worst kind of people, technically, by the queen's definition of it. So the story starts with this girl and how she steals a gauntlet from a guard, from one of the queen's guards, and that is like the worst thing that you could have done. She gets to the city with the gauntlet. Like 30 guards go into the third to try and find her, and they find her, but she fights, I think, 3 of the guards, kills 2, and injures the third one. So basically now she is like, she's wanted for murder. Like, it's been a hectic ride and we're only 47 pages in, so now she is like taken into custody and she's now gonna like talk with the queen or whatever. So let's see what happens. It's kind of confusing because I'm still like learning about the world, like about the city and all that stuff. So I'm doing the whole world building, but it's been good so far. I do like the writing style because it is in first person, so it's easier to read and understand. The names are a bit like out there, so I'm not sure how to pronounce them, but it's 4:45 p.m. My eyes are getting really tired, I'm not gonna lie, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, but I can go on Instagram or TikTok. So in total, with TikTok, Instagram, photos, and my messages, I have been on my screen, I have been on my phone for 1 hour and 20 minutes. I feel like that's not bad. Like, it's 4:43 p.m. It's not bad, but I can't go on my phone. So maybe I'll read again a little later, or I'll start crocheting. I have a bag that I'm crocheting, so maybe I'll keep crocheting the bag. So let's see. It's April 1st, April Fools. I have never like actually done something about April Fools. Like I don't usually trick people. I am so just not that person. I just thought about it. Okay, so let's continue because I read like until page 90 something. Let's see. I'm on page 85. Thought I read a little bit more, but whatever. We're gonna continue. It's 2 p.m. because I had class in the morning. I then went to get groceries. Then I came back. Then I filmed some TikToks. Then I filmed and other stuff. And now we're gonna get to reading. Also, I have a pottery class today, so I'm not gonna be able to like read a lot. Okay, but I wanted to show you guys like the update for like my screen time of the day, because yesterday was a total fail. Okay, honestly it wasn't a fail because I actually didn't use TikTok and Instagram almost at all, besides for like for working, so for posting content, that was it. But at night I did kind of scroll on TikTok a little bit, just a little bit. But that's what I said. I gave myself permission to scroll on TikTok at night. Honestly, because like the screen time app on my phone tracks every single app. Like, there are some apps that I don't even count. So the apps that I used the most were my messages, so it was 3 hours and 48 minutes, and because I do text a lot. But I also had 2 very long calls yesterday, like FaceTime calls, so I don't really count that. And then Spotify, because yesterday I also made a playlist, so I was kind of like on my phone doing the playlist. That it was like, I don't know, it took me around 30 minutes maybe, so I don't count that. But the ones that I do count are TikTok and Instagram. So TikTok I used for 1 hour and 21 minutes, which is not that bad. Not that bad, you guys. I was like scrolling on TikTok for like 4 hours in total last week. And on Instagram, I used it for 47 minutes. Honestly, slay. Today, we are at 3 hours and 27 minutes. That's kind of high. Yeah, it's kind of high for it to be like 2 p.m. So let's see how that goes. Maybe it won't be that much because I do have things to do, like go to my class, and then I'm going out with a friend, so I'm not gonna be like text like on my phone. So yeah, but that also means that I'm not gonna be able to read as much today. But today I have used my messages for 1 hour and 9 minutes, my notes app for 43 minutes, which I don't count. Like, I don't count it at all because I used it for my class. Like, I was taking notes on my phone on the notes app, so it doesn't really count for me, at least. Okay, and for TikTok and Instagram, TikTok 22 minutes, not that bad, and Instagram 17 minutes. Let's continue reading. I'm really liking the book so far. It really reminds me of, I don't know why, but usually like fantasy books are set in castles. That's the theme, I guess. But Quicksilver, the main girl, is now in a castle. The like start of the story is a bit confusing, but basically the main girl is now in the Fae city, the Fae world, with the Fae, because she saved a Fae something that I don't know who he is. I don't know who he is still, so I need to find out who he is in order to tell you guys. But he saved someone really important. I haven't filmed in a few days and I'm getting sick. Like, it's been a crazy few days. It's Friday. I did film like a couple of things, like me reading in a coffee shop I went to yesterday, and the day before that I also did something else, like, oh, my classes? I don't remember, but I have been reading. The only day that I didn't read was Wednesday. So yesterday I did read. I was able to read quite a few pages from the Quicksilver book. A few days I also finished the first book in the Mindfuck series. I loved it. Yesterday I started the second book, so I have been reading that one. I'm just gonna show you guys really quickly my screen time. Honestly, my screen time has not been the greatest literally because of my messages app. I have been on my WhatsApp app for so long each day, like literally 4 hours, 3 hours. It's crazy. And the reason why is because I have a lot of people in my life that don't live where I live, so I tend to do like FaceTime calls with them, and or calls in general, so they tend to be like an hour long calls or even more. And for example, Wednesday, my screen time was 7 hours and 44 minutes, you guys. But those like 4 hours and 30 minutes of the entire time was me on WhatsApp. Like, it's not that I've been on like my TikTok app or Instagram app, so that's good. So I don't really count my messages app as my screen time because I'm not quite literally on my phone, like texting for 4 hours a day. It's usually the calls. The only day that I did use TikTok a little bit too much was yesterday. And I don't even know why. I think it was at night because I did read a lot yesterday. I was on my phone for on TikTok for 2 hours and 11 minutes. So that's a little up there. Today, I don't want to spend that much time on either, and even more so because I have a headache right now. You know, those like colds that you're gonna get, and it starts with your head. Let's just wrap it up for today. Oh, it's Friday. It's the last day. Well, don't worry, you guys. I'm not gonna finish the video here. Not yet. You guys, I got so sick over the weekend, as you can tell. I literally can't even talk. I did end up like starting book 2 in the Mindfuck series that I told you guys about. I don't know how many pages I read, but I've been loving that series. It's so intriguing, it's so good. But let's end the video here because honestly, I cannot even with my voice. But okay, the end result of my experiment of trying to bring down my screen time, honestly, I think it was successful for like the scrolling on TikTok and Instagram part, because that was the whole point. Because I have said like the hours that I spend on my messages app is crazy, yes, but a lot of those hours were like on like calls, like FaceTime calls or calls in general, so I don't even count that as being on my like phone, like scrolling and doing nothing. Like I was actually like talking to people, really important people in my life, so I don't count that as being on my like phone. So I actually am happy with the results because I did bring down a lot, by a lot, my screen time for like my TikTok scrolling, like doom scrolling, and on Instagram as well. So I'm happy about that. I would definitely do this again. I honestly started this at the worst time possible because last week was so hectic, and this week is gonna be so hectic for me because I'm in like my finals week at school, so it's gonna be crazy. But I'm gonna try to read because I do want to finish the second book in the series because it's that good. I will let you guys know what I think about the book when I finish it, like the entire series. And yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.